Hey everyone, it's Leanne, and in today's video, I'm back at Aberdeen Food Court, and this time I've been invited for an epic food court tasting. I'm pretty sure I got to taste an item from every single stall, and let's just say by the end of the meal, I was way beyond a food coma. I arrived a bit late, so everyone had started without me, but I still got to try the Sakura roll from Aji Hana, which was better than I expected for food court sushi. It had prawn tempura, avocado, and chopped scallop. And then for a drink, I got a matcha soybean from Strike that I was also very happy with. It had a good strong matcha flavor, but it wasn't too sweet. After that, we got an original flavor bubble waffle from Bubble Waffle and curry fish balls. You already know from my other Aberdeen video that I love these two items, so I was pretty stoked to see them on the menu, and as always, they were both perfect. Next is a hot and sour noodle from Szechuan House, and not gonna lie, I probably wouldn't order this regularly just because I can't take hot soup very well. I find it's a little too spicy and it ends up building in the end, but this one definitely had a nice flavor, and for you spice lovers out there, it's a generous amount and it does taste pretty good. Then we got another Aberdeen favorite of mine, the fried chicken wing and squid from Fung Dessert. This is honestly the best thing at this food court, and I love it. I would probably push a baby to the ground for a plate of fried chicken wings. Normally this is separate, but they put it all together in one delicious greasy pile today. Next is prawn wontons from Leung Kee, and they weren't bad. If you are really craving wontons, this would definitely hit the spot, but it's hard to top Fung chicken wings. This is the Clubhouse sandwich from Strike, and it looked pretty attractive and tasted pretty good too. This happened a little while ago, and I honestly can't remember exactly what was in it, but from the footage it seems like eggs, tomato, some sort of dark meat, cucumber, bacon, and I believe it had a really good sweet mayo. Ordering this would definitely be satisfying to look at and eat. Now you are presented with the Drunken chicken hotpot from Tofu Hotpot, and this was actually another dish that surprised me apart from the Sakura roll. It had a nice alcoholic flavor to it that makes it the drunken part of the dish, and this would be great on a cold day. I think it would really warm you up if you ordered it. This is the popcorn chicken nugget from Yougo Chicken. I've had my fair share of this type of chicken, and I'm sorry to say that this wasn't the best that I've had. I would try other stuff at the food court first. Oh my gosh, are you getting hungry watching this? Because all I remembered was how full I was at this point. This is the baked pork chop on rice from Mambo Cafe, and it looks like the standard dish you would get at a Hong Kong style restaurant. The pork chop and sauce flavor was good, but my little complaint was that there wasn't enough sauce, and I like it when they put veggies and eggs in it, so it's kind of like a fried rice at the bottom. Next, we have the chicken bulgogi and pork belly from Kitchen Korea. And I'm not sure if this is the size of the dish when you order it, because it does look a little small from here, but the flavors were nice and strong and sweet, and the meat would go great with a nice bowl of white rice, I think. Here we have some sticky rice from Leung Kee again, and even though my senses were dulled at this point because I was just having food overload, I remember me enjoying this dish quite a bit. There was a good topping to rice ratio, the rice was a nice texture, not overly sticky or oily, and when I'm in the mood for sticky rice, I would probably order this again, so this goes on my good list. Also from Leung Kee, man, they were really giving us a meal here, was the soy sauce and longgong chicken. Honestly, this wasn't bad at all. If I'm comparing it to a siu mei po, which is the places that specialize in meats like BBQ pork, then it isn't as good. But for a food court quality on its own, I enjoyed it. So I'd say go with slightly lowered expectations, but it's still some good chicken at the end of the day. This is the Saboten set from Saboten, and it has prawn, pork tenderloin, and pork loin. So tempura itself isn't exactly a light dish, but I feel like Saboten is quite heavy with its batter. It's not overly thick to a point where it's bad, it's just another way of deep frying that I quite enjoy, especially if I'm looking for something with a little more substance and it's a little more meaty. Saboten is known for their pork, and I would recommend you check this place out if you swing by Aberdeen. Then we got more chicken. This time it's Hainanese chicken from Cafe Delight Express. I'm used to my Hainanese chicken without sauce on top, so in my books this didn't really feel like authentic Hainanese chicken. And I already have a place in Richmond that I consider my number one, so this kind of just went in the average category. Again, it's not bad, it's just not my favorite. This beauty right here is the A-grade ribeye teppan with egg and corn from Teppan Kitchen. If you're familiar with pepper lunch, this is a similar concept. It's basically meats and rice cooked on a teppan plate, so it's piping hot when you eat it. This was a little too saucy for me. I would have preferred to have sauce on the side so I could add my own amount, but it's got some nice bold black pepper flavors to it, so if you have a heavier palate, this would totally be up your alley. And we made it to dessert! I got the chocolate banana mini crepe from Mizzou Crepe, and honestly, this didn't really fully represent them. Next time you're in Aberdeen, go for their more fancier crepes and then add ice cream to it. It melts super fast, so you better be a quick eater, but it tastes so good. The crepe itself has a nice chewy texture to it, and the ingredients are all pretty fresh. Second to last item, this is cream puff and cheesecake sticks from Beer Papa. If you haven't tried Beer Papa yet, it's a little pricey, so I don't get it all the time, but honestly, they are really good. I'm such a fan of light custards, and Beer Papa completely delivers. And if you enjoy the lighter Japanese style cheesecake, those cheesecake sticks were also the bomb. Last but not least, we got two different types of shaved ice from Frappe Bliss. A Dream in Eden, which had strawberry, kiwi, and mango, and then a Matcha Delight with matcha, chewy rice balls, and red bean. So there are two kinds of shaved ice that I've had before, one where it is legit crushed up ice chunks, and then another where it's more light and fluffy, and it kind of resembles fallen snow. Frappe Bliss is the latter, and I really enjoy the texture of it. If you've never had this type of shaved ice before and you're into cold sweets, I would also tell you to come over and try out a flavor with your favorite toppings. Between the two, I like the matcha one a little more just because it also had condensed milk drizzled on top, and I'm a huge sucker for those little chewy rice balls. So if you're looking for diverse Asian cuisine, Aberdeen Food Court totally delivers. I stuffed myself silly, and I'd like to thank Chinese Bites for inviting me for a tasting. I hope you got a good look at what each stall in the food court offers, and you saw something you would like to try out next time you go. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, subscribe and join me on my next adventure. See you next video. Bye!